Hi, thanks for joining us today as we talk about what's new with Microsoft Search and Outlook. My name is Tali Roth, and let me introduce my co-presenter.
Hi, I'm Malik Pradhan. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to hand you back to Tali Roth, who's going to kick us off.
Thanks, Malik. So today we're going to talk about how we're bringing Search and Outlook to the next level, and we're going to give you a preview of some of the great work that's coming soon across Outlook for Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, web, and the mobile browser. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing, but we'll spend most of the presentation on demos from my co-presenter Malik, as well as a couple of our fantastic Outlook program managers. We know that search is important to you. It's an integral part of the experience that you have when you're searching for content in your mailbox, whether it's email, calendars, people, or files. Being able to find what you need accurately and fast is key. We hear you. I hear this from customers all the time when I talk to them. It's great. We love search. We need to be able to find what we need, but we need it to work and we need it to be quick. And that's why we've been working to connect all Outlook endpoints to Microsoft Search and building consistent experiences on top of the Microsoft Search service so that we can ensure that no matter where you are, you'll be able to find the content that matters to you right away. Hopefully, you've already seen Katrina and Robin's talk on Microsoft Search. The Microsoft Search technology platform is the foundational service that brings you the best of search across the M365 suite. So by hooking up all of the Outlook endpoints to Microsoft Search, we're going to be set up to have the best accuracy and speed, but also support innovations and intelligence to return results that are outside of your mailbox, and also return things like bookmarks and Q&A to make your search smarter. But beyond just hooking up to the common service, we know that a common search experience enhances productivity. It helps users with muscle memory and reducing learning costs so that they don't have to relearn every time they try Outlook on a different platform. It also makes it easier for you to manage your environment. I often get pulled into search conversations with customers where someone will say, I have a question about one particular version of Outlook, but actually I really want to understand, why doesn't this work the same way as it does on the other version of Outlook? Why can I do this in iOS, but I can't do it in Mac? There will always be platform-specific differences because we actually are trying to build the best of breed apps on every single platform. And so we need to accommodate the platform-specific rules. However, the fundamentals and intelligence should be the same. And today, I'll be taking you through the experiences that we're building across multiple Outlook endpoints to make it easy for you to find what you need and manage your environment using Outlook. So to start with, we need to connect to the Microsoft Search technology platform. Today, that's already supported by most of our endpoints, though we are continuing to work on performance and accuracy. And now we're closing the loop on the last two endpoints. First, the new Outlook for Mac that's going to start rolling out this fall will have a search experience backed by the Microsoft Search technology platform. And then we're also going to be adding support for Outlook on the mobile browser to use that same technology. That really sets us up to get the benefits of Microsoft Search across all the platforms. And as we make improvements to the Microsoft Search technology platform, all of the Outlook endpoints will get to take advantage of that new intelligence, speed, and accuracy. Okay, so we're on the same back end. So what's next? Well, we've recently shipped support for top results. That gives you the 3 best results for your query right at the top of your list. You can find this today across Outlook for Windows, web, iOS, Android, and Mac, the current version. There's no need to wait for that new Mac Outlook that I talked about on the last slide. Here, I'm showing Mac and Windows side by side, so you can actually see the similarities. We're even continuing to make tweaks, like moving the folder scoping to the left of the search bar on Windows, just like it is today on Outlook for the web. We're hearing customer feedback around that, and we want to make sure we're having consistency in the details as well as the generalities. Sometimes you know exactly what you're looking for, but you don't know how to best find it. And so one of the things we're doing is trying to help that with query suggestions that show you recent searches, recommended searches, proactive search results, and recent files. It makes it easier to find what you're looking for with a bonus win of having less typing to do. What I personally love about this is that we're helping users in the moment. So as they're searching, we help make that search better, but we're also helping train them so that in the future, they'll have ideas about what makes a successful search. When you're searching for something, it's usually because you want to take some kind of an action, whether you're looking for a link because you want to go to a website and go do something or read it, or if you're looking for a file that someone sent you because you actually want to read it or edit it. So normally what you'd have to do is find the item, open it, wade through all of the email content, and then find the thing you wanted to actually take action on. Instead, with answers, we're going to bring that information right to the top of your search result, just like you're used to seeing with Bing. You'll start seeing people, calendar, file, and bookmark answers, followed by new innovation like acronym answers coming soon, all based on the Microsoft Search service. And even better, we won't be limited to just content in your mailbox. Answers can return files or bookmarks or acronyms from your entire organization. This is really bringing all of M365 to Outlook. Now I'm going to talk about searching in your own voice. So instead of trying to remember a complicated search syntax or poking through a bunch of advanced dialogues, we're now letting you use your own language to find what you need. For example, you can just ask for files from Charlotte last week with attachments, or when's my next one-on-one with Adele? You don't have to remember colons and other specific information about how to write that search. Just write it out. You can use your voice today on Outlook for the web, Windows, iOS, and Android, and it's coming soon in the new Mac Outlook as well. 50% of the searches that are actually done in Outlook are for people. And we're making it easier for you to find either contact information or emails from specific people with a people-centric search experience. We're working on pulling forward people results to let you disambiguate between which cat you might be looking for and then get to her contact information more quickly. We're also going to make it easier for you to figure out which are emails from Cat versus which are emails where Cat is just on the to line. You'll start seeing this across Outlook for the web, Windows, and mobile, and we'll continue to improve the scenario to make it even better as we see how users are taking advantage of it. Just wait until you see Malik's Outlook mobile demo where he'll show how deep this experience could go. When you do a search, we really hope that your first try will get you that top result that you want right away, but we know that doesn't always happen. If it doesn't, we want to make it easier for you to improve your search while you're in progress with filters. So interactive filters let you explicitly look for mails from specific people or during particular times. We'll also be adding support for dynamic filters. Those will be specific to the query that you're working on right now, and it will refine it as you go. So you'll start seeing these first in web and mobile, and then we'll be using the data on how users are taking advantage of these filters to figure out how to bring those best to other endpoints. I've talked about a bunch of intelligent and exciting new stuff, but often what I hear when I talk to customers is that we just need to play some catch up on a couple of endpoints. So I'm really happy to say that we've been listening and we're working on specific features on mobile and Mac that we know you've been asking for. We're going to be adding support for you to scope down your search to a particular folder, to include deleted items in your search if you want to. We're going to show you more search results so you don't have to be super specific in your search in order to find older results. And we're improving offline support. All of these are shipped or coming soon to Outlook for iOS and Android and will be part of the new Mac Outlook as well. And finally, we're also looking forward to adding even more intelligence to search. We're actually going to start with mobile because designing mobile screens is tough. With the limited real estate that we have on mobile, we know that we really need to focus our experience and make sure we're bringing just the right information at the right time. So we're starting there. We also know that when users are on mobile, typing is hard. And so intelligence and guessing and helping users get to the right query is even more important there. We'll learn from what we ship on mobile, and we'll bring the best ideas to all the other endpoints. I want to talk about a few specific changes, and Malik will show you even more. First, we're adding tabbed results to our search results on mobile. That way, you'll be able to filter down to exactly the content type that you're looking for. And even better, we'll be adding a Files tab. And that Files tab is going to return results, not just of files that were sent to you in your inbox, but files across your whole organization. So now you don't have to remember, did that file come to me in email or Teams, or did somebody share a OneDrive link somewhere? In addition, we're making a lot of improvements to our proactive search experience in mobile. First of all, we're renaming our Discover Slab to Recommended. We've found that users are really enjoying the content here and clicking on it regularly. And so as our intelligence behind that feed has gotten better, we're realizing it's really something that we need to recommend, not just let people discover. My favorite feature that I'm super excited about, though, is that we're going to be including stream videos in that set of recommended files. So now when you have a remote meeting that's been recorded, those will start to show up, as well as streams that others have recorded for other meetings that may be interesting to you. In addition, we'll be adding support for SharePoint News. Next, we're improving our recent files experience so that you have a better sense of where those recent files came from. These are all files that actually were in your mailbox. And so we can include links that will show up as well. And finally, we know that tasks are a core part of the Outlook value prop. And while we still believe that on mobile, having a single purpose app like the To-Do app is the best place to manage all of your tasks, we know that people, when they're in Outlook mobile, also want an opportunity to see their tasks. So we've shipped support on iOS to actually be able to see your tasks, and that'll be coming soon to Android. Even better, we're going to let you start to edit and manage tasks and create them from your email. But enough talking. Now we want to show you what we're doing. I'm going to start by inviting Nemo, one of our fantastic Outlook Search Program Managers, to show off some of the new work that we're doing in Outlook for the web.
Search helps you find what you are looking for in your email. We have heard from users how overwhelming it can be to browse through results and find what they are looking for fast. With new innovations coming to search, we have tackled several problems in this workflow to get highly relevant results to you faster. Answers is just one of them. Imagine that you are looking for a file that Emily sent you. Just search for it by file name, or try typing file from Emily. Instead of having to wade through your email content, you can see the answer to your questions without the clutter, right here at the top. We extract the most important info you are looking for, and we match your intent as expressed in your query with the answer. Just click on the file that you want to work with and carry on your task to completion faster than ever before. Now imagine that you are searching for a meeting. You just know the name of the meeting, and you need to send an email to the organizer. Instead of navigating to your calendar and poring over it, simply type in the name of the meeting or the name of the organizer. For example, I know that I have a meeting with Isaiah. As you can see here, we bring the answer to you directly in the mail context without having to switch tabs. You can RSVP right from the calendar, send emails, read the docs sent in the meeting invite, or join a Teams meeting right from the answer if there is one. Leveraging Microsoft's intelligence framework, we are able to harness the knowledge of your organization and bring you compelling scenarios across M365 Search. The promise of M365 Search is a powerful one. Across surfaces like SharePoint, Office.com, Bing, Office and Outlook, you will be able to search for content and get answers without ever leaving your current context. One such example is bookmarked sites. These are organizational sites of high value that are bookmarked by the IT admin, such as HR sites, benefit and health, pay stubs, etc. For example, if I want to read about my company's COVID policies, all I have to do is search COVID within my search box, and I get an answer showing me the link to the bookmark site that will contain the information. Now I can stay in Outlook, and I can access any bookmark site that I want. With all these answers, we have expanded the scope to not just include the files and bookmarks shared in an email, but also those that were not shared in email, truly leveraging the power of the intelligence platform. For example, if we go back to my earlier search of file from Emily, as you can see, the files that I am given are not just docs sent through email, but created on SharePoint or OneDrive, authored by either of us. We also show you why you are seeing the file and where the file is coming from, so that you can understand the context. You can even choose to share the file from the answer to a new email soon in a new iteration of this feature. The same applies to bookmarks. The websites that are bookmarked don't have to have been sent within an email, but you can still search for it in Outlook and we'll find it for you. As we look at expanding the coverage of the types of content people are searching for and the obstacles they run into, we are working on bringing you more scenarios like flight answers with real-time flight updates and check-in info. Another problem that users in large organizations run into is the number of abbreviations that are part of the vernacular of the organization. For example, in my org, I often hear the acronym TEE, and I don't know what it means. Now, I get an easy acronym answer that shows me the possible expansions of what it could mean. With answers, we bring you highly relevant results fast, leaving out the clutter of email, searching across your M365 tenant, and helping you complete your tasks faster and be more successful than ever before. Typing the right words to search for the email you're looking for can be tricky. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get what you want because of the way you formed your search query. Human beings don't think the way email does. Typically, you're thinking of a file that Adele sent you last week. It's not like you remember the exact file name. How do you search for it? You have to stop and think of the query that will get you the result. But thanks to our new search feature, natural language processing, you don't need to think about that anymore. We are able to quickly interpret what you might be looking for and find it for you. For example, just type what you're thinking. I know that I got a file from Adele this week, and that's what I want. You get the results that you're looking for without that extra step of care in formulating your query, just using the exact spoken language you have in your head. Advanced users may be used to using the advanced search menu to specify extra options to formulate the query, or use special syntax like from or to in the search box. You can still do that, but you don't have to anymore now that NL can do it for you. Without using any colons, I can type out this query exactly the way it is in my head. This is a brand new capability that we're rolling out this year, so as we get better at interpreting different types of user queries, we're also learning from you. If you don't find the results with NL processing satisfying, you can always click back onto your original query here, and you'll get your traditional keyword search. This allows us to build and learn from you and build our machine learned models more accurately. We hope you don't have to use this often, but it's there if you need it. As we hope to get users more and more excited about trying NL queries, we also like to give them suggestions about what queries they can use. When you click into your search box, you will see a try it query like this, which lets you know that you can try queries like these now. Continuing on the theme of getting your work done faster through search and making your search more successful, we are adding the ability for you to filter your search results. This is a highly requested feature, fundamental to many search experiences, and is packed with the power to reduce your search time by many orders of magnitude, almost 2 to 3 times faster than without it. As you can see, when I do a search for something that I'm working on, we have added 3 types of filters based on the data we gathered over a period of time and your feedback. Has attachments, unread, and time, since we know that these are things users like to filter down to. So even though I've ended up with so many results, if I want to just see emails with attachments, or just see ones that I haven't read yet, or filter down to a specific time, then I have the ability to do that. I can also easily remove a filter in case I don't want it anymore. This makes it easy for me to triage the number of results I have much faster. With these fundamentals in place, we didn't just stop there. We are adding an intelligent layer on top of these filters to make them truly dynamic and guaranteed to never leave you in a dead end. These filters or refiners build on key metadata to dynamically suggest the filters you should use to narrow down your search results. They are based on the results set from your search terms and elevate the chance of success many-fold. This is being built as we speak and will be coming soon, following the interactive filters that I just showed.
Thanks so much, Nima. So now Jason, another long-standing Outlook Search PM, will be demoing much of that same innovation, but this time in Outlook for Windows.
We've already shown some of the search improvements that we're bringing to Outlook on the web. We also wanted to show how we're bringing those search improvements to Outlook for Windows. The first improvement that we wanted to talk about is natural language. We know that more advanced users have memorized the specific syntax required to craft more complicated but powerful queries. Natural language is aimed at helping you craft more powerful queries without having to memorize all of that syntax. Also shown here is a files answer. Answers are an Outlook on the web powered experience, which means that we're using Outlook on the web to power this experience inside Outlook for Windows. This will help us provide a consistent experience across all the clients, as well as bring you these feature updates faster. If you look carefully, you'll also notice that the files answer was actually shared outside of Outlook. We are actively working on bringing in file search results from OneDrive and SharePoint. As M365 has made it easier to share files, it also has made finding those files more difficult. It's hard to remember whether a file was shared with you over Teams as an Outlook attachment or shared directly from the file itself. By bringing all of those file results into Outlook Search, you'll be able to find it no matter how it was shared with you. We'd also like to show improvements we've made to our spelling suggestions. Here you can see I've misspelled Yammer, but Search is smart enough to recognize that it was going to get 0 results for that query, and it automatically fixed the spelling for Yammer, returning the results I was looking for. You can also see that we have yet another answer, this time for bookmarks. Bookmarks are a powerful tool that tenant admins can use to make internal content easily available and searchable for internal employees. As an example, this tenant has chosen to create an internal website where employees can go and find out when they'll be returning to the workplace. As may often be the case, employees can't remember the exact URL that they need to navigate to, but may remember some search terms. Searching for COVID-19 here, I'm able to find the specific website that this tenant has created right here in Outlook Search. It can be magical when all of these search tools come together. Let's say I'm trying to find when my next marketing sync meeting is. Here you can see I've typed it using natural language, and I've gotten the answer directly here as my result. And now I know my next marketing sync is on Monday at 11 a.m.
Thanks, Jason. So finally, Malik, who leads mobile search across Outlook Mobile, Teams Mobile, and Union, will share the exciting update that we've got coming for Outlook for iOS and Android.
Hi everybody, I am Malik Pradhan. I'll be walking you through some exciting updates to Outlook Mobile Search. Let's start with email search. Emily, who's a budget analyst at Contoso, is looking for an email related to digital campaigns that she needs to forward to her colleague Adele. She taps in the search box and starts typing her query. While typing a query, we now provide you with a familiar query formulation experience. This experience is similar to Outlook on the web and Outlook on Windows. We include a full set of keyword and people suggestions to help you complete your queries faster. She continues typing her query and submits it. We know that typing is difficult on mobile phones. Emily, like other Outlook mobile users, made a typing mistake, and we were able to automatically correct it for her. Next, she sees a familiar top results section in addition to regular email search results. This section contains relevance-ordered top 3 email results for Emily's query, just like she would see in Outlook on the web or Outlook for Windows. Microsoft's top AI and machine learning experts contribute to building this relevance-ordered top results section. Emily finds the email she's looking for and doesn't have to scroll to emails from last week to find it. We are so excited to help you scroll less and do more in Outlook Mobile Search. In our next email search example, we will take a look at people-centric search. We know that a lot of our customers search for emails by using a person's name because that is how they remember the email and are accustomed to using it in Outlook on the web and Outlook on Windows. Emily wants to search for emails from her colleague Adele and find a product pricing email that was sent to her. She taps in the search box and starts typing. Emily sees a people suggestion for Adele and taps on it to get into our people-centric search view. Few items of note about this screen. We provide Adele's expanded people results as an anchor for the full set of email results. This helps Emily have confidence that Outlook is showing emails from the right Adele. We provide a toggle to let the user quickly switch between emails from a person versus to a person. When searching by person, we only order the results chronologically, as that is how users recall the email. Emily finds the product pricing email that she was looking for and is able to complete her task. Next, let's move on to natural language email search, our fourth significant update related to email search. Email search is hard for a lot of users. We see users typing basic keywords and just scrolling for long periods of time. We want to help you in finding that email faster and with less effort. Natural language search lets you speak or type the description of what you're looking for. Just describe what you want and we will bring it back to you. Emily wants to find an email from her colleague Rakesh about sales. She taps on the microphone button and simply says, "Emails from Rakesh about sales." Couple of items of note about this screen. Microsoft's speech recognition is able to understand the query perfectly. This is because our speech recognition is aware of the names of your colleagues, as well as project names and other common terms you use in your emails or in your work documents. We use that knowledge and intelligence to make it convenient for you to just speak your query into the search box and have it understand it without any extra fuss. Emily finds the email she was looking for and is delighted at how easy it was to find it using natural language email search. To wrap up our email search updates, email search is the top user job in Outlook mobile search. We continue to invest very heavily in making email search more intuitive, more relevant, and faster. We hope you find these updates useful, and we look forward to your continued feedback on this topic. Next, we will move on to our updates to calendar search. Outlook mobile customers have given us feedback on how important calendar search is, and we are very excited to show you our new capabilities in this space. Emily is preparing for an upcoming budget review with the broader finance team. Her colleague Alex has set up a Q2 budget working session to make progress on their preparation. She wants to find out when the next working session is and ensure she can make it. She taps on the microphone and says, "When is the next budget working session?" Outlook Search understands this natural language calendar query and returns a calendar answer. She can now tap on the result to find out more information about the event, very quickly change her RSVP status, or even propose a new time if she wants to meet sooner. She wants to meet sooner and so proposes a new time by tapping on Edit RSVP, the new proposed time button, and uses Outlook Mobile's familiar and very cool scheduling UI to find a time that works for both of them and sends it. We are very excited about these calendar search capabilities. We can now understand your natural language queries about your calendar and provide a calendar answer that lets you take action on them quickly. Next, we will move on to People Search. People Search is a very popular capability of Outlook Mobile Search. Let's start with our new and more powerful People Answer. Emily wants to call Miriam. She taps in the search box and types her query. Outlook Search understands the medium she is looking for and returns a people answer with her office phone number. Emily just taps on the phone number and can easily start her phone call. People Answer can also help you quickly look up cell phone number, office location, title, and other such attributes about a person. Next, let's take a look at our new People tab. Emily wants to look up the people card for her ex-colleague Alex Hall. She used to work with him a couple of years back and wants to find his office number so she can meet him when she visits his building. She taps in the search box and simply types Alex. Outlook Search assumes that she is probably looking for her current colleague, Alex Wilbur. Since that is incorrect, she taps on the people pill in the header as she knows she is simply looking for people results. Once in it, she sees the Alex Hall she was looking for. She can tap on the result and find the office number. People tab lets you search people and groups across the tenant as well as your personal contacts. It's a simpler, faster, and easier way to search for people within your organization. Next, let's take a look at how Outlook Search can answer harder semantic people search queries. Emily remembers meeting an attorney while visiting Building 14. She cannot remember the name and would like to set up time with him. She can now look up all attorneys in Building 14 by simply typing attorney in 14. She sees Enrico, who is the attorney that she had met, and now she can go ahead and set up time with him. Next, she is interested in contacting someone who understands technical writing to support her with her digital campaign project. She taps on the Outlook mobile search box, taps on the people pill, and simply says her query, who knows about technical writing? She can now see the full list of colleagues who understand technical writing and can contact them for assistance. Results to such semantic queries have been made possible by having Outlook Mobile leverage the Microsoft Search platform as well as Project Cortex and the Knowledge Network. To wrap up, people and people-centric search continues to be a major area of focus within Outlook Mobile Search. We are very excited about the people-centric email search we showed at the start, people answer, and semantic people search based on their title, office location, or skills. We have made a lot of progress in this space in the last few quarters and are looking forward to a lot more in the future. Next, we will look at improvements in file search. Emily wants to find information related to the digital campaign she has been working on. She knows she was sent a link to the file or an attachment by a colleague that has the information she needs. She taps in the search box and types her query. She scrolls through the emails but can't see the exact email she is looking for. After scrolling a little, she sees a set of suggestions that seem promising and help her build out the right query to find documents related to campaign. Instead of continuing to scroll and tediously reviewing all emails, she taps on that suggestion and quickly gets to a file answer that returns the document she needs. She taps on the Word document and can quickly preview it in the nifty Outlook mobile file previewer before optionally opening it in Office on her mobile phone. Next, Emily wants to get back to a file she was working on earlier today and share it with a colleague. She taps on the microphone and says, "Files I worked on recently." She sees the file she wanted and can now quickly share it with her colleague by tapping on the share icon. File Answer lets you search documents across the tenant that you have been working on recently and find them either using traditional keyword search or using natural language search by people, keywords, and time. Later in the day, Emily now wants to get back to a file that Adele shared with her about new product pricing. Emily opens up Search in Outlook Mobile and finds the file she was looking for in the Received Files proactive search without typing a single term. She was able to use the email subject in addition to the name of the file to gain confidence that it is the right file. She opens the file to preview it quickly. Once she previews it, she goes back to the Received Files module and taps on the email subject to get back to the email thread and can now send a quick reply to Adele with her thoughts about the document. To recap, file search within Outlook Mobile has seen significant advancement over the last few quarters. File Answer lets you search files across the tenant that you're actively working on, whether they have been emailed to you or not. The new Received Files module lets you easily and quickly get back to documents that have been recently shared with you. These are significant new steps in making full tenant-wide file search available through Outlook Mobile. Next, we will go through our final set of walkthroughs for Outlook Mobile. We will take a look at a couple of Microsoft Search answers that we are now making available in Outlook Mobile. Emily is reviewing an email about her digital campaign and notices an acronym, NTP, that she is not aware of. She goes into Outlook Mobile Search and types a query to help look up its definition. The answer provides her additional information about what the acronym stands for. Acronym Answer includes definitions that are published by her administrator, as well as implicitly collected definitions from emails and documents. Now, let's take a look at bookmarks. Emily wants to find out latest information about COVID-associated guidelines within her organization. She goes to Outlook Mobile Search and types in her query. She sees a bookmark published by her organization that can provide her authoritative information about this query. Bookmarks is a familiar answer for a lot of Microsoft Search users. We are excited to have this available in Outlook Mobile in addition to Outlook on the web, Outlook on Windows, as well as a number of other M365 endpoints including Bing, Office, and SharePoint. This concludes the set of demos for Outlook Mobile Search. We hope that you're able to use these new search capabilities to make your Outlook Mobile experience even more delightful and productive. We look forward to hearing your feedback on what you loved, as well as how we can continue to make Outlook Mobile Search more valuable to you.
Thank you again for joining us for this session. Hope you are all as excited as we are about the innovation and productivity updates that you just saw coming to Outlook Search. To learn more about some really awesome and exciting updates coming to Outlook and Microsoft Search, to learn more about Outlook, please take a look at these sessions. To learn more about Microsoft Search, please take a look at these sessions. Thanks for watching.